All right, here comes Lola on her way to her new home here. You can go right onto the grass. Just go right onto the grass as close to that fence there. Okay. Here we are.
You think that's okay?
Wow, it's really out of the way.
Yeah,
I just hope it can be level though.
Yeah, exactly.
Not at the moment.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for having us.
Here's Darlene coming across. They took the pictures, and her sister Deborah. Okay. He's pulling out so he can get close to the side of the yard. That'll give us room for the construction workers to get in. Oh yeah, that's looking good, Eric. Does it have the lift up and the settle down?
Yeah, so the city buses kneel, right? To
Yeah.
put people on.
Uh-huh.
So he just knelt it down, and then it'll slowly start losing air.
Oh, yeah. So we'd just be able to leave it here while they're painting?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They
All right.
probably, like, well, if in my company,
Yeah.
I'll cover a section of it with plastic and then
Oh.
we'll continue.
Okay, all right,
And
that
that's it.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll have any other problems. So.
Would you like to see what it looks like while they're closed?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. So this is pre-slide outs,
Pretty flat out.
and they go each to both sides?
Yeah, both sides.
Yeah.
One that way.
Okay. I don't think it, don't walk on it, Darlene. It's about to slide.
No, yeah, you can sit
Oh,
on
she
it.
can?
It was.
Oh.
You can sit on it, and I can push you right out with it.
Oh, all right.
That's how it was built.
Take her for a ride here.
Take it for a little ride.
Okay. Here she goes. Darlene's going in the slide out. Ah.
Hello.
Hello.
What's happening? It's happening very slowly.
Welcome home.
Isn't that nice? There's two slide
That one
outs.
slide out too.
Yeah, there's gonna be plenty of room.
Ah.
Man, it's real high ceiling. Plenty of room. That is very smooth.
Yeah, they're very smooth. They're hydraulics, not
Uh-huh.
not electrical.
Yeah. Your
I
new
approve
name.
of it for you.
Yeah. Look at how much room there is. And that's just one. Did he do both of them out? Now the other one. Oh, there's all kinds of room.
Yeah, see, then look at this one in the back.
Yeah.
It's bigger than my condo at Tennis Place.
Yeah. Look at this. Oh, this is great. I'm never leaving. There's almost like a, wow. Then you're back here. You get your toilet. Here are the bunk beds the kids are gonna love. There's your
Right across
tub.
from the toilet.
Tell me you're not gonna want to be in that tub. Huh?
Not gonna want to be.
You're gonna want to be in that tub. Here's the bed. Yes, it's kind of high.
Probably while I step into the bathroom.
Wow. This is great.
Okay, good.
And we're live.
That's it. We live. Let's go
This is the air conditioning. It has a back door and a front door. You're getting everything in. You're hanging the art. Wherever you
Staging.
go with all your heart.
That's right.
I like it.
It goes, once the slide's out, that's where it goes.
All right. AC started already, so
AC started.
probably give it another
An hour.
15, 20, 30 minutes. And
Okay. Yeah.
we'll be to go. We'll stage it out.
Good. So maybe have you guys got time to talk for maybe 5 minutes for the video?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm Krystle Lopez. This is my husband, Erick Lopez. And we do bus conversions into tiny homes as well as mobile businesses. We also have a painting contracting company, and I'm an occupational therapist.
And I'm an artist and a painter. So
An artist. What kind of art do you do?
all kinds. In my business, I do a lot of full finish staining and art, just functional art, we can call it, you know. So
Functional art pieces, yes.
art
So
pieces.
one example, I guess that's pretty popular now, but if someone wants a bookshelf, but they want it to look like a piece of art that they can also use as
Yeah.
a functional
I see.
art piece, like a bookshelf, then
Yeah.
he'll just design this
Ah.
piece that if there were no books on it, looks like a piece
It
of
looks
art.
like a piece of art.
But you
right?
could
Wow.
also put books on it,
Yeah.
or a shelf, or like a hidden little nook, or
Yeah.
all kinds of things. Banquet
Whatever
benches.
tier.
Yeah. Well, now, when did you get the idea to turn this bus into an RV?
Well, the idea seed came from this one.
It came from right in here,
Right
there in
there.
that dome. That's about right there. Yeah.
Right.
Was that the
Wait,
left side
wait,
of the brain
I
or the
don't
right
know.
side of the brain?
creative side,
or
right?
maybe I get confused. No, because I'm in the construction, kind of job.
Yeah.
We're always remodeling and we always painting and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I always, but the idea was not a bus actually. It was in container, shipping container.
Really?
That's how I started. Yeah. So easy. It's just a metal box.
Yeah. And you turn that into a
2x4s,
tiny house.
sheetrock and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I'm like, oh, that's not bad. But as I was searching and searching and searching, then a bus just came to life, a picture, and I'm like, wait a minute. And I said, well, if you build a tiny home on a container, it stays. It
Yeah.
stays where it's at. It doesn't move. But if you build a bus, you can actually take it with you. So I was
Yeah.
like, yes. And then I just started looking buses, and
And
that's
then
it.
obviously the school. Well, schoolies have been around for decades, really.
Yeah.
Just they've been more well known.
That's
in the
an
last
RV
little
made
bit.
out of a school bus.
Yeah, school
Uh-huh.
bus converted into a living space.
Yeah.
So then the schoolies originated because it's a school bus.
Yeah.
Obviously, this one is not.
Yeah.
But so and that's where I'm getting at, because he kept seeing all these school
School
buses,
buses.
and he's like, no, I'm
No.
not going to do the same as
I'm like-
everyone else.
Right.
And at the time, we didn't. I mean, maybe a couple existed somewhere, but we didn't see any
Anywhere.
transit buses.
No.
So that's how he selected the transit bus, and then he couldn't stop there. He had to make it different, even more different. He's like, I'm gonna put slides.
I'm gonna put slide outs on them.
'Cause we
Yeah.
used to go to RV shows for fun,
Uh-huh.
just on a Sunday or something, to just get inspired and
Yeah.
just something to do. And I used to live in a fifth wheel for a period of time with my family, and I just loved the ability
Mm-hmm.
to have more room. If you want to, do yoga on the floor, or just lots of reasons to have, more than just a 1.5 aisle space.
Yeah,
for
exactly.
your living space. We wanted to build it as if we decided to move in here full time, that
Yeah.
it would be equipped with enough space that we
And it will be our
wanted.
style, our liking, and
Mm-hmm.
everything that you see. And plus, there's a lot of things here because I'm a car enthusiasm. There's a lot of things here from cars like
Uh-huh.
Mercedes-Benz, Mini Cooper,
Huh.
and a lot of hot rod looks, and
Yeah.
things like that.
With white walls.
And another thing that when I was building it, a lot of people just wants to do everything on the phone. I want to get back to the old school when everything was just by hand. You touch a switch, you touch the other switch, you touch the,
Steampunk
Analog.
inspired.
yeah, kind of thing like
Yeah.
that. So there's a lot in here that if you keep looking and looking, you'll find things like that.
Well, I know when I come up with a brilliant idea and I tell Darlene, her first reaction is usually kind of negative. When he first told you about turning a bus into an RV, did you say, "Oh, obviously," or were you?
I am all about adventure, and I'm all about spontaneity. So, we are in very much alignment
I
that
see.
way.
Yeah.
But he is the creative. We're both creative, but he has way more,
Uh-huh.
and he has all gas pedal.
Yeah.
So
No
the
stop.
only
There's no brake.
There's no brake.
There's no
it's just
brake.
out of the vehicle.
Whatever's in front of it.
So I've had to be the fun killer brake.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a brake person, but he is like.
Compared
I have
to
a
him.
brake in my vehicle. I just use it rarely, and he has no brake. So I had to be the brake a tiny little bit times because, okay, well, let's make a plan and how much is this going to cost and let's try to keep track. And, well, that went out the window. So
You got to start somewhere.
a lot of people ask, how much did this cost or that cost or the whole thing. And the truth is he didn't keep one dang receipt. So,
I didn't.
your guess is
That's why it exists so
good as
beautifully.
mine.
It's a lot of money.
It's
I
a
can
lot
tell
of
you
money.
that.
That's right.
But it's a lot of work too, and a lot of, nothing is perfect. So there were certain things. We always
But
tell.
honestly, that's the character of
Yeah.
how we build.
Yeah.
Each time you build it with knowledge from the thing you built
Of
before.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wisdom.
And when we talk about our build, we always said that this can either catch you closer or break you, because as a couple,
We're still
there's
married.
times
Nice. How long have you been married?
6.5 years.
6.5
Oh.
years, but we've been
Together
together 10.
And how many tiny homes have you built in an unusual way?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Like
We have
5,
after ours is 5, and
Uh-huh.
we've got 3 coming.
Oh,
yeah,
And 3 on the way.
Then
Yeah.
like tomorrow, one is coming, and then Tuesday
yeah,
the other one is.
yeah. They had staggered starts, but as vehicles do, they sometimes get delayed upon arrival.
It's supposed to be
due
like
to
this one
mechanical.
this time,
Yeah.
this one that time, but no, they all came at the same
So the
time.
next few months should be fun.
Very
Well, I love the idea, like when you decide to buy a Fort Myers Municipal Bus, who do you go to and how do you tell them what you're up to? I mean, was
That's
that...
a really good question.
Very, very good
In
question.
Eric language, I guess, is that wasn't the decision, and then that's the planning, and
Yeah.
that's all. Eric saw this bus sitting in an auction yard that he drove by every single day, and it wasn't, I want a Fort Myers, Lee Transit bus. It was, that's a gorgeous bus. That's going to be
Where
mine.
was the auction yard? In Fort Myers?
Yeah, it's in Fort Myers on Alico Road.
Uh-huh.
They have an auction there, Royal Auction, I think they call
I
it.
see. And they
Yeah,
sell all
Royal
kinds of
Auction.
They
things.
sell all kinds, not just buses, but
Right.
all
Yeah.
boats and, you name it.
So you fell in love with it before you knew
Oh,
it was a
yes.
Lee County bus.
Yeah, yes. I saw it going there, and then I grabbed, my son was with me, and I was like, you know what, we're going to go in. And we didn't know if it was open or not.
Yeah.
I saw the gate open, so
Uh-huh.
I went in, and I went straight to the field, and I told her, as soon as I got there, I put my hand, and I'm like,
It felt right.
it felt so...
You
and my
put your
son
hand
got
on the
in there,
bus to feel
I
it?
Oh,
put
yeah.
The bus
yeah.
talked to him.
Yeah, I
Yes,
talked to her,
yes.
and then I'm like, yep.
Yes,
And-
they have a relationship.
We have a close relationship, and so my son got in there, and then somebody came in because we just went into
Yeah.
something.
They
he
said, "What
came
are you
in, and I
doing?"
made friends with him, and he's like, "Well, the bus is sold." That's what he
Yeah.
said
Oh.
to me. He's like, "Really? So, oh." And then I'm just thinking, I'm like, okay, so, and he himself said, you know what? But here's his number. Call the guy who bought the bus. And then he gave me the number, and then we talk, and he buys buses.
Oh.
The guy buys buses.
Takes
you
them
know?
apart, sells the parts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we talked to him, and he, like you said, he just like, you want to do what?
Yeah.
The owner.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
He
then I'm
was
like-
really hesitant because he could make a lot of money by taking it apart,
Taking
and,
it apart.
and selling each individual
Oh,
part.
just selling individual parts.
But
Yeah,
Eric
just the
sold
engine.
him the vision.
I told him the vision.
And
So then he
was
got
like,
to see it and he loved how it turned out?
He did got to see it. I
Yeah.
took it to his shop because after we were done, he did a couple of things in the engine for me because that's
Uh-huh.
what he does.
Right.
Took the AC out and all
Yeah.
that stuff, and he was just like,
Huh.
wow. So he was very
Well, how old is the original bus?
It's a 2008.
2000.
2008, so
Billy
not
Floor.
crazy old. Just
No.
Yeah. It had a good long life as a bus, and then they...
Yeah.
Fifth-
From my
15
understanding, they retire an entire fleet.
Oh.
At a certain
7,
amount
10 of
of
them,
time.
and then they send them to auction, and then
Yeah.
the new fleet comes in.
Right.
That's why you see a lot of buses. They look kind of different.
Sure. Yeah.
Because this is an old school, old style from 2008, and then
Yeah.
they get rid of them. That's how we got this one.
What's the furthest that you've taken Lola on a trip?
I'd say Point Clark, North Point Clark, Ontario.
Oh.
And then
That's
after that, we went east to different areas in Quebec,
Yeah.
Montreal.
Because you're from Canada?
Yes.
Where did you grow up in Canada?
Kitchener, Ontario.
Ah, nice.
Mhm.
Did you drive it
Yeah.
back to your hometown?
Yes,
Yes.
we did. Yeah,
we
and then
stayed
we
there
kind of.
for too long.
Well, we quarantined in this
we
bus
quarantined.
Oh.
Yeah.
for 14 full days.
Yeah.
Nice, nice.
So,
And did the local paper write a news story about you when you showed up?
No.
They should have.
I know. Well,
We got a lot of pictures.
yeah, we got a
A
lot
lot
of
of
stairs,
asking.
a lot of pictures. And
But a lot changed.
Uh-huh.
When we brought the bus, it didn't have the wood style. I don't know if
wood
you
grain.
Yeah, I
wood
saw that.
grain and all
Mhm.
that. It didn't have that.
Yeah.
It did have the white walls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So since then, a lot had changed in the bus.
Yeah, the white walls make a big difference. I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
a beautiful touch.
Yeah.
And the wood.
Okay.
It's
How did you decide on the color? Is it a turquoise? What color do you call
What
it?
would you call it? What do you call this artist
Teal.
painter, man?
Oh, teal. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's.
I actually came up with the color and a lot of stuff in there.
I get a lot of credit for the design, but
Yeah.
it is really Eric.
Yeah.
You know, I obviously approve very, very, very much so.
Yeah.
But, you know, I think typically people think, oh, the woman designs it and
Right.
makes it homey. And
No.
Eric has a beautiful eye for design and how things flow. And, you know, even like these were his idea.
Yeah.
These right here were our ideas.
Wrought
These
iron.
are actually picture frames that you can hang
Yeah.
on the walls.
Huh.
And then we just put them there, and it came with good with the design that I was.
Did he have any ideas that you just vetoed and said, no, we're not going to do that?
So mate, no. I'm just kidding. But he's
The hot tub or.
the bathtub was all mine.
That was
Oh, the
Oh,
bathtub
right.
was beautiful.
Yeah, and he makes it happen. If I'm like, this is like my, you know, must have, he'll make it happen. So
Well, let's
That
go
was-
take a look at this bathtub.
Yeah.
Because this is a wooden bathtub. What kind of wood is it?
Oh well,
Well-
she can tell you. You just went through one.
yeah,
Yeah?
in 2017, a little thing called Hurricane Irma rolled through.
Oh.
I'm sure you
Yeah.
remember that.
Right?
There we go. So we were actually celebrating our first wedding anniversary in California.
Uh-huh.
And so people were trying to evacuate and escape all of Florida. And so we actually flew into Florida with us and 5 other people on the plane. And
Ooh.
that's it. It was wild. And as I'm sure you can imagine, there was nothing. No
Yeah,
gas, no
right.
generators, no wood, no water, no food, nothing. And the only wood that we could find was this beautiful building wood, which of course was price gouged like crazy.
Yeah.
And so we bought it because we wanted to protect. The reason we came back to Florida during a hurricane was because we wanted to protect our home.
Yeah.
And so when we took it off, after the storm was gone, we took it off and we thought, you know, one day we're going to make something really cool with this wood.
Yeah. You didn't know
then-
when you bought it. Just
No,
it was
we
great
didn't.
wood.
So that was 17, and we bought this bus in 19. So when we bought the bus, we were like, I
Yeah.
finally know what we're going to use this wood for. Yeah, and so here it is. And
It's like a deep soaking tub, really, isn't it?
yes.
Like a Japanese tub.
Yes. So this is the wheel well.
Yeah.
This is one of the-
okay.
the slants of the
That's
wheel
why
well.
it's slanted, because there's a wheel behind there.
Yes, and
Yeah.
at home I have a big soaking garden tub, so I thought, you know, I want
Yeah.
one in the bus, and so we made the slant from the wheel well,
Yeah.
and then we measured so that I wanted.
Oh,
my
it
legs
fits your
to
feet
be-
exactly. It's going
to
to fit
be able to
Darlene's
be,
too.
Straight.
Well, that was 4 days ago, and now I am set up here in Lola. Deb and Darlene are living in the house in the one room that wasn't damaged by the hurricane, and this is now my man bus. And so I've just been working on the video of the arrival of Lola, and we're very grateful that we found such a wonderful place to have as our temporary home in the driveway while the rest of the repairs to the hurricane are underway. And we just were at the lighting of the Sanibel Lighthouse today, so shine on Sanibel, the t-shirts say, and it's a good day. 5 months to the day since Hurricane Ian hit.